So, now it's time to get into bed. It's all happening a little bit later because I decided to sit there and edit the video. So that probably means my sleep's going to be affected. Even though I set my computer to take out all the blue light, it's staring at that screen is probably going to affect my sleeping. So we'll get to that situation in a minute. So, what do we need to do? Journal. Our priority success of cleaning up was really only about 60%. Why? Got carried away. What did we learn today? Need to start with more focus. One thing we did well was realize our mistakes. One thing we could have done better. Get straight out of bed. There is no best, only better. Now for our appreciation. I appreciate my effort, appreciate not being wasteful. I appreciate my friend's help. When I wake up, I want to feel active when I wake up. First things I will do when I wake up: get up, get straight up. When I get straight up, I know I'll wash my face, then I'll come back and I'll prepare breakfast. Then do I meditate and then do journal? Gonna meditate, then gonna exercise, journal. Cool. So now, phone, flight mode, alarm. Now I actually use one of these sleep apps that wakes you up in a window period. It senses from where your most awake window is. The graphs and stuff it has in it, they're bullshit, but for that purpose, I think it works really well. Just what am I forgetting? Sleep. Now, we all know how important sleep is. And we all know that you should at least give yourself the chance to have 8 hours of sleep. Now, I don't know if this is just me or for other schizophrenics or people with depression, whatever. If I change my morning wake up schedule time, this generally has a run-on effect for the rest of my day. And I'll often still wake up at 6 o'clock, but because I've set my alarm for an hour later, I'm in this half awake phase where I'm like, maybe I'll just go back to sleep. Maybe I can just sleep. And yeah, I might get a minute here, a minute there, but it's like, it's not sleep. It just wears you down. So for me, personally, I will sacrifice 2 hours sleep to wake up at the same time. So even though I know, like, it's already 33 past 10, I'm going to go to bed, I'm going to read a little bit, I'm going to do my breathing exercises, I'm going to go to sleep probably closer to 11:30, 12 o'clock. So I'm only going to get like 6 hours sleep. But that is something I'm consciously doing because I know how I will wake up and what I need to do tomorrow. Like I've said before, don't just copy what I'm doing. This is why I'm doing it this way, not just telling you how. I'm showing you what I do so that you can then figure it out for your. This is how I figure it out. I hope this makes sense. Too tired. Figure it out for yourself. That's what I'm trying to say. It is like 20 past 1. It's not that I haven't slept. It's that I have slept and woken up. I can't even count the amount of times. I would estimate 30. It's really weird. Read my book for half an hour, started feeling tired, put my head down, and just hit this weird sleep wake. Eventually, like, got up, and it was around 12 o'clock. So in that time span, maybe 40 minutes, that happened. And since then, I haven't gone back to sleep. Every 20 minutes of trying to sleep, I wake up, I read something, I'm having extreme anxiety. My heart rate is like, I'm becoming hypersensitive to the fabrics and the materials and highly irritated. fucking people around here are setting off fireworks and screaming in the street. Weird. This is very weird. But anyway, my point is, now that I'm awake at this time, and it's 1, and there appears to be no real end to this inside, now it makes a lot of sense to change my waking time. So I'm going to give myself the chance of 6 hours sleep. And I will continue to attempt sleep. Wow. What was that? I made that last recording at like 1:30 or something. I kept trying every 20 minutes to sleep for 20 minutes. Then if I wasn't asleep, I would just force myself to get back up again. I've gone through all my paperwork, I was reading my book, did some meditating. I was still awake at like 3:30, 3:45. I then slept, woke up around 4:30, slept, woke up around 5:30, slept, woke up around 6:30, and I've been awake pretty much since 6:30. It's now 7:30. Got out of bed, washed my face. What the fudgicle? That was really weird. So anyway, not gonna dwell on that. Gotta really get this thing in line. Meditation, then exercise. But I'm really like focusing on, I'm just gonna do my stretches. That's all I need to do to achieve my minimum today. Just gonna do my stretches. I just want to add that obviously if you are working in a real job, I mean, this is where you call your boss or message your manager and say, you know, if you're honest about your disorder and they know about it, they should be understanding. If they're not understanding and the time that you arrive to work jeopardizes the stability of your job, like maybe you will lose your job, sacrifice all of this other stuff to now get to your job sooner. But have breakfast. That's very important. I mean, it's just something small. It's something. And good hygiene. Also important for the workplace. Look, I am not focused today. That was not meditation. That was sitting and thinking. But in all of my attempts, I realized that I am in a mode that I spent much of my professional life in, of very minimal sleep and attempting hyper productivity, which always led to actions without proper assessment and thinking. Moving very quickly, but not actually doing a lot. So, meditation fail, awareness win. Nice. Exercise. Just start. Just try. Exercise. Full workout done. Same as yesterday, so a little bit extra, but twice to 3 times as long. Probably about 50 minutes. What was interesting is that after every exercise, I gave myself the option to stop. And every time I chose to just do one more. Very easy. Full workout, very easy. Obviously, my time schedule is completely out of whack, but we're setting routine. So, turns out my yesterday self sabotaged my today self. There was no coffee and no fruit for my breakfast. So, I had to break protocol, do some quick shopping. Now back. So we're back on track. 9:15. So Looks like I'll be working until 6 o'clock this evening to make up for it. But before we continue, morning journal. Top priority today is sorting. Top priority today is sorting. Our starting level of game, definitely a B for building. We need to build on that. We learned from yesterday that we need to optimize. I am grateful for exercising. I am grateful for first world luxuries. I am grateful for coffee. And then I have on my list to check Trello. Trello is an app. It's like an organizing list app. It's pretty cool. Check. Okay, I've got to call the doctor today. I've organized all that with a friend, I've done that as well. Cleaning. Nice. Okay. Cool. So I just had the concierge of my building, a guy I've never seen work here before, come knock on my door. He asked me if I know who's brought the stuff down to the lobby, what rubbish down to the lobby, brought rubbish down to the lobby. I said, if you're talking about the table and the kitchenware, that's to give away. He says, no, this is no Müllplatz, this is no garbage space, das must sofort weg. I like start talking with him, not aggressive at all, open dialogue that, yeah, in this building, I understand that. If there's a problem, I can take it on the bridge, no problem. But in this building, that happens at least twice a week that people give stuff away that they're not using. If it's not gone in a few hours, I'll take it. No, needs to immediately go. I say, hey, look, I haven't seen you here before. Now in Germany, you have two kind of yous. You can say du, which is the friendly, and sie, which is like for a boss or something. And he takes a step forward and says like, ich habe sie gesagt, du musst sie, sagst du mir, bla bla bla, sofort los. Yeah, he's like 6 foot tall, big, middle-aged guy. So proud of myself. I just laughed so hard. Man, of all the days. But we're getting there. I mean, I think I should stop though. I think that's like the universe telling me, hey buddy, just slow your roll. So I didn't stop. I kept going, but just slowly, and I put on things to watch while I was doing stuff, and yeah. But then stopped at 6, had dinner, chilled out for a little bit, showered. I'm not going to make the same mistake and quickly edit this like I did yesterday. That was foolish, obviously, staring at that screen and highly concentrating before going into bed. Whether that was the culprit of whatever that was last night with the constant anxiety, not sure, but I'm not going to take the chance and repeat it. So I'll get up and at 6, and or maybe even earlier than 6, and edit this and post this